ICE may be headed to Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport. Jessi Pierce was identified in the White Bear Lake fire, and excessive threats are reshaping public work. All this on your Minnesota ICE Daily News Update. Hi everybody, welcome to Top News, your daily refresher reel on the Minnesota ICE situation. 4 reasons to hope the tide is turning, and 2 national news stories you may have missed. And these are just the headlines, so if you want more information or the sources, check out my Substack or my Facebook post. Today is March 23rd, 2026, and here's what happened yesterday in Minnesota. President Trump said that if Democrats don't fund DHS, that he's going to send ICE agents out to the airports to work with TSA. Tom Homan confirmed it, and Minneapolis isn't even sure if they're going to be included or not. Apparently, threat reports spiked so much that elected officials and workers are wondering how they can even get things done at the Capitol. And it sounds like they're increasing screening there to protect folks. The House Fire report that I had on Saturday, it was apparently Jessi Pierce, a well-known hockey reporter, and her 3 kids and their family dog identified. That one was a really rough read. And lastly, a 19-year-old was killed and a 16-year-old was put in the hospital after an altercation at an apartment complex. Police say a fight escalated and the suspects fled. Some tough stories today. Let's move on to some positive. Here are some reasons to hope. An extension of a story that I reported on Saturday, where federal prosecutors dismissed with prejudice charges against Heather Danae Lewis, a woman arrested in connection to the St. Paul ICE protests. Turns out she had nothing to do with it at all. They just thought she kind of looked like somebody who was at the protest. There was a nice story in NPR about a St. Paul classroom still functioning as a grocery distribution center and how it's stocked and staffed by parent volunteers. I wish I would have reported this on Saturday, but there was this list of really great fundraising activities and bake sales and community events. It just made me feel good to read it. And finally, a story about students using protests, music, memes, art, all of it to keep talking through a crisis that didn't end cleanly. Well, that was it for your local stories. Here are some national news stories you may have missed. Former FBI Director Robert Mueller, who you remember investigated Trump for the 2016 Russia connection to the election, passed away, and Trump was not graceful about it. And finally, the Associated Press said that people are getting more money back on their tax returns, but it's all getting eaten up by how expensive gas is now because of the Iran war. Time to buy that electric vehicle. I'm gonna leave you with something good. Kent Urban wrote, "It is the broken road that teaches us best. Some boulders in that road don't move. They simply mark the path for where we were. We don't get to choose the stones that are left behind, but we are the ones who decide which stones to move and which stones to build upon." If you like any more information about any of these stories, check out my Substack or my Facebook, but as always, I'm Sean Snow, and that was your Top News.